point of view. In Black culture, we've always had a matriarchal society. Women have always been in power in Black society, in Black community. So a lot of the narrative that is being pushed that I see in conflict of conversation is a lot of times Black women say, oh, and again, it's generic. When you say that, and I say Black women, then every Black woman now ears perk up. Oh, he's about to attack us. So you have to be careful because I understand how these words make people feel. And that was one of the questions is how do men and women process different communication? Yes. Men process information through logic. We process the words. Women first process through emotion. How you feel is more important than what is being said to women oftentimes. And yes, there are outliers, but in watching, and I got to salute the Godfather Kevin Samuels. I remember I started watching Kevin Samuels before he was talking about relationships. When I was looking for fashion tips and cologne tips, and he was just talking to men about getting our stuff together, he would hurt my feelings all the time. I'm not a high value man. I ain't the 6 foot dude. Like I wasn't none of the stuff that he was talking about as far as the type of men in the conversation. But what I did respect is the consistency and the principles and the motivation in which he talked about. So when he started talking about relationships and addressing Black women, because they would call into the show, time after time after time, the biggest complaint that women had was, I don't like how he said what he said. But because they couldn't get past how things were being said, most of them couldn't get the wisdom from what he was actually saying because he loves our community. He wanted us to come together. And quiet is kept, he was actually single-handedly responsible for putting more couples together that got married than people would ever give him credit for. But a lot of times he was portrayed as some antagonist to Black women, that he attacked Black women, when he was very clear about his intent and motivation, and he was systematic and consistent. But time after time after time, women got in their feelings and became combative with him because they got emotional.